Okay, this is all Tumper trucks. Shell gas. What time is it? 20 to 10 at night. The secret fire is right in there somewhere. I can't film that. Nobody around. All kinds of stars. How you doing?
Good. How's it going, Charles?
Good, good. What's your name?
Crystal Cookson.
Crystal?
Cookson.
Cookson.
Yeah.
Crystal Cookson.
That's right.
Got it. And you're from?
Moncton, New Brunswick.
Moncton? Were you born there?
No, I was born in Halifax, but raised in Moncton. It's basically my hometown.
How long you been there?
Most of my adult life. Yeah.
Parles-tu français, non?
Un petit peu.
Un petit peu. Okay, we'll speak English. Crystal. Yeah. And have you always been named Crystal?
No, I had a male name prior to my birth and stuff. I was born male, so
what was your name?
I was given a name. My name was Stanley.
Stanley?
Yeah.
Stanley. So you were born in Halifax, and your name was Stanley Cookson?
That's right.
And so Stanley was born when?
1973 at Halifax General Hospital.
So Stanley decided that there was a problem with Stanley.
Yeah, 4 years old.
4 years old?
4 years old, yeah.
What did you find out?
Well, it's not so much that I found out. It's just well, yeah, maybe so. It's I guess it was somewhat of a realization, because I had never actually hung around with girls up until about the age of 4, and it was at preschool. Or kindergarten, as they call it, and I got to meet girls for the first time, and I realized that I had more in common with them than I did the boys. So it basically, it was like I was hanging around with who I was, you know, and.
But it must have been pretty bad because
it was different.
Because you have a son.
I have a son and a daughter.
A son and a daughter, so it must have been some bad experience.
Well, it's...
What happened there?
It's, well, you skipped ahead a lot there.
I'm sorry, I know. I know, we're going to be here for about 1 hour. But, no, okay, so then, okay, I'm sorry. The teenage years.
Yeah, no, that's rough. Puberty sucked.
You get beat up, or?
Oh yeah, I got beat up a lot because, you know, I was a gentle, I'm a gentle spirit, and, you know, I grew up in a rough family.
Yeah.
And you know, if we crossed our legs, you know, you could get a slap, or, you know, things like this.
How many in your family?
I have three younger brothers.
And are they straight sex or straight sex? Are they straight?
Yeah, actually, I had one there. He was they call them swingers there.
Swingers?
Yeah.
Bisexual?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So he was a self-proclaimed swinger, you know.
Yeah.
But he's since passed away of cancer.
Oh.
So yeah.
So, well, how old was he?
31.
So you had a problem, and you had to learn to take care of yourself.
Yeah,
Can you take care of yourself?
Oh yeah, I can take care of myself.
You know, what you got?
I study martial arts there right now.
Did you?
Yeah.
How is that going?
That's going really good. Yeah.
Okay, so we're here. See, I have ADHD. I could jump here and there pretty damn quick.
No, that's great. That's
so you met a female, and you produced 2 kids.
Yes.
How do you manage that one?
Yeah, I was 19 years old, and I'd never dated anybody before. I had no real desire to, but you know, like whether you're a male or female, there's certain expectations that are put before you, you know, in regards to that gender. And you know, I felt like I was doing what was expected of me. But now, on the other hand, you know, I did love this person, and we did have a connection. But I have many connections with people, and they're not sexual in orientation. So anyway, I did what I felt was what was my obligations, you know, as being born male.
To reproduce.
Yeah.
And did she knew what you were all about?
Right from the start, I told her, you know, that I felt like I was a woman trapped inside of a man's body, and you know that I did have serious reservations about you know, raising my children as a man, but whatever. I felt I could do it, actually.
So you produced 2 kids.
Yeah.
And are you single now, or?
Yeah. I haven't had another partner since.
No. Well, how long ago you separated?
We were together for 11 years. We had the 2 kids together, Tyler and Sarah. Beautiful kids. I miss them every day.
We're not even going to say what your kid is doing. We'll keep that at hush-hush.
Yeah.
And but very professional job and everything.
Yeah,
the kids are doing well.
They're doing really good. Yeah.
That's good. Now,
yeah.
What we're going to talk about is right there. Sorry. So here I am there, and a lot of people say, they look at you and say, is that a female? Is that a male? Is that, they say you look good? And they were you're used to people staring at you, and you know what they're thinking about. And so did you get a sex change yet?
No.
You didn't?
No. Financial reasons is basically what it is. In 1992, the government decided, federal government decided that you know, it was they could no longer basically afford to be paying for the operations on account of somebody saying that, and I couldn't give you a specific name or names. It was only a couple of people in Parliament that actually put it out there, but that you know, it was a personal thing. It was you know, just like putting on a pair of shoes, or you know, something like that. It was superficial, you know. It wasn't who you were. So instead of corrective, you know, really what it is should be considered as corrective surgery. You know, in Nova Scotia just recently, they actually decided to start paying for it. You know,
okay.
For people who requested it.
So how much it costs?
There's only 3 provinces that won't actually pay for it now.
So there's 3 provinces. Where are they?
New Brunswick being one.
Of course.
Yeah. Ontario. And I'm not sure. Quebec too.
Maybe. So you want Medicare to pay for your...
Yeah, well, I think they should definitely put it back on the table, you know. Because personally, you know, I'm low income. I don't have much education.
Where did you work?
I've done labor work all my life.
Labor work, just like me, labor work.
Because you know, when you're 6'3", you know, you do what you can do, right?
Exactly. So, is there a lot of people like yourself that would like to have a sex change in New Brunswick?
There is a lot of people, yeah. And right now, like, and basically what people are forced to do. And first of all, I would like to mention that you know, I shouldn't throw a percentage out there, but a large percentage of transgender people, they're very successful. They're well educated. You know, they're a positive influence on society and culture. You know.
Oh, I know a guy named Tony. I don't think he had the sex change, but he's dressed up as a woman in Fredericton, and very nice guy. Very super smart.
So she had the she.
Oh, that's right. She.
Yeah, no. So,
that's right. You want to be called? Some people say, well, do we call it it? Do we call it he? Do we call it she? Or what? What is it?
Well,
but you want to be called a she.
Yeah, even though
Crystal.
I have a deep voice, and even though, you know, I walk tall, and you know, and I'm tough, and you know, I can build a house and cut down trees and dig holes, but still, you know, I know who I am, and I ask people
Crystal.
to respect that. That's right.
When is Crystal going to start walking around with a dress on? And
yeah, no, there's certain things that I choose not to do on account of what's comfortable for me, and as opposed to what's comfortable for society.
But you got the hair, you look good.
Yeah,
I mean, you know, I mean,
well,
you
I
look.
do that for me, though, right?
Yeah, but nice dress. No, would you be comfortable going with a dress?
No.
No, you wouldn't be comfortable at all.
No, because I don't have the parts to do so.
Okay, like Tony, she wants to.
Well, if she's had the operation, then
she didn't have the operation.
Okay,
yet.
Okay.
So he walks, or she walks around.
I even have outfits for, you know, when I do have the operation.
Okay.
Know?
When you're home alone, do you wear a dress?
No.
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 Jeans and all that.
Yeah, just I'm a pants and shirts kind of girl. So.
So how many is there in this province that's waiting for a sex change?
Oh, in the province, wow. I I could only speculate, but I would say well over 1,000.
What?
Yeah.
You're kidding.
No. Not at all.
Over 1,000 New Brunswickers are waiting for a sex change?
Yeah.
Holy Jesus.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
It's a bigger issue than people are being let see there. Just in the next month or so, actually perhaps even this month, there's supposed to be a transgender clinic opening up in Moncton, New Brunswick here. So it'll be the first one. My endocrinologist is going to be one of the people heading it up. So I'm excited to see what they're going to do, and hopefully they're going to get some petitions together to try to have the provincial government to try to move forward on having assistance. Putting assistance towards having it paid for and stuff, the operation.
Sure, it changed, yeah. Like you're walking around, you're here to protest at the blockades and in the dark.
Yeah,
and
of all places.
All places, but then you had problems that. Care to talk about the sacred fire?
Yeah.
I thought personally, okay. I think that's
I don't
funny.
consider that. I don't consider that a problem. I just it's a cultural thing, right? And I respect people's culture, and females have certain obligations to approach the sacred fire, and males do as well. And personally, and it's only me, because I don't. I'm kind of I feel like I'm in limbo, I'm neither male nor female anymore. So I choose not to participate in any male or female oriented things,
But we came a long way for you to walk in the dark here. If it would have been 40, 50 years ago, you were probably committed suicide, or a lot did, unfortunately.
A lot still do. Their transgender suicide rates are very high.
They are, but society has become to accept.
No, it's kind of a misconception that it's accepted. I'll tell you a little story there. I was working at an office building where there's a bunch of lawyers and stuff, and because there was no charges laid, I'll avoid the names specifically there, but I worked for a cleaning company, and I had a criminal record check done, and everything had been okay. The record check came in 2 months after I had been working there, and everybody was like, "Oh, you're doing good work, you're doing good work." The head of security there seen on the security check that I had a male name. Even though I was presenting myself as a female, I hadn't legally had my name changed at that point. So he had asked my boss to tell me that I needed to use the men's washroom. And I had approached the head security guard, and I told him straight up, I said, "Listen, you're putting my safety in jeopardy." I said, "You're telling me to use the men's washroom." But I said, on the surface, I said, I portray myself as a female. So I said, you're creating a confrontation for me. And, it could put me at risk. So my boss decided to make everybody happy that I would use a bathroom on a floor where it was already empty. Nobody would be on that floor. I would put a sign on the door and my cleaning cart in front of the door, saying that it was occupied. So her way of dealing with the situation was segregation. Where I don't use male or female washrooms, basically. So I did not accept that. So I called the RCMP. I talked to an officer, and I asked him if he could explain my human rights to the security guard and my boss at the time. And he gave me a card. He says, "You bring that to him, and you have him call me." And he says, "I'll discuss with some of your rights." And he had done so, and I got laid off. A local lawyer, had offered to take the case for me and stuff, but I just walked away from it.
I seen you around.
Took it as a learning experience.
Yeah, I seen you around, Crystal. You sound like a happy-go-lucky guy. How's life? How's life treating you?
Good. I'm actually quite blessed. I've met a lot of beautiful people in my day, and even more so now that I kind of freed myself from my own personal cage. And there's nothing worse, you know, than being a prisoner in behind your own eyes, you know.
When did you really come out?
30 years old. When I was 30 years old, yeah.
So you've been 10 years now.
Yeah.
So I presume you hope to get a sex change one of these days?
Yeah. As soon as I can ever afford it, if it's ever possible, I can afford it. Yeah.
And then get yourself a partner and move on with your life.
Yeah,
or?
but even that, personally, I don't. I'm not attracted to people sexually. So, and that's a misconception, you know, amongst transgenders and transgenders, or towards them, rather, not amongst them, but towards them, that it's a sexual issue. It's not at all, you know. I've been celibate and choose to be so there. So
why would you want one? Why would you want a sex change?
For myself, you know, I feel a little bit detached from my body, you know. I don't enjoy looking at myself, you know. I wake up, I have to shave every day, even though I take hormones and testosterone blockers and a drug to help slow down the growth.
Did you hear?
And stuff.
Did you hear about the guy that he sings the song? He sings the song Virginia, and he had a sex change.
Okay.
And then he realized he had money, of course. Virginia. Da, 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 da. Anyway, I can't sing, so I'm not going to try. So he had a sex change, and then he realized he loved women too much. He made a mistake.
Well, actually, that's happened. That's actually happened. You know, everybody's different, right? And right here in Canada, for example, just to take hormones, you need to be followed by a psychiatrist for a minimum of 2 years.
Really?
Yeah. And if they deem that you're psychologically stable, and you know they're confident that you know what you're doing, then they'll accept. You know, they'll write you that prescription, and you can start your transition. And then you need additional. You actually have to have permission by the Canadian government to actually have the sex change.
There's somebody. Oh, go ahead.
I would have to go to Toronto and be seen by a team of specialists. I don't know what it is now, but in the 90s it was 2 psychologists, an endocrinologist, psychiatrist, and you know, they do all these weird things like that. I guess they make you watch like this weird kind of porn to see if it turns you on. You know what I mean? Like they really want to get into your psyche, right? And the weird thing is they can actually deny you know, to have the operation. And if they deny you the operation, then you have to actually you have to leave Canada and travel overseas. A friend of mine, she's a transsexual now, you know, she had the operation. She actually went to Thailand to have hers done. And altogether it cost her almost $40,000 for the flight, the fees, and the hotel, and the
anyone
nurse
that reads,
care and stuff.
Almost done here. Anyone that feels like you, trapped in the male body, and wants to have a sex change,
and vice versa.
And vice versa. What do you got to tell them to do?
Wow, advice, you mean?
Yeah.
You got to do what's right for yourself. You know, you can't do what other people expect you to do. You have to do what you feel is right in your heart and in your mind, your soul. And no matter what, that's the most important thing. And if you follow that, you're on your path. Right on, Charles.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Usually I don't let them people talk this long, but it's such an emotional issue that
there's lots of other sub details too to go with a story like that. But yeah, thanks for the time.
No, Bray, I got lots of time on my hands.
Right on.
Thank you.
No shale gas, man.
And no shale gas. So,
get them out of New Brunswick.
Thank you for Irving for the spotlight at night for this interview. Merci beaucoup.